I've heard that potentially Taylor Swift is going to do a residency at the Sphere. And honestly, I think that this would be such a smart business decision. This is incredible because we've seen throughout the world, through Taylor Swift's iconic Eras tour globally, she impacted economies everywhere across the world. Love her, hate her, I don't care what you think about her, but you cannot deny the economic impact that she had on various cities throughout the world. So, Vegas obviously has been struggling in the past year and a half.
Revenue is down 6%.
Revenue is down. Chinese people, they're not coming. Canadian people, they're not coming. Global people are not coming to gamble, largely because of politics and whatever else. And
there's other opportunities.
And there's other opportunities elsewhere in the world. And even statewide, honestly, like all of a sudden you're allowed to do sports betting in your state in Florida and your state in Texas. You don't need to go to Vegas to gamble. You all of a sudden have that at home. So you're not doing that. So I think Vegas has been hit like from a variety of angles. What they need is maybe somebody that just was an
Taylor
artist.
Swift saves Vegas, huh?
Yeah. That all of a sudden decided that their next era would be called The Life of a Showgirl.
Which is the name of her album.
Which is the name of her next album. That it would be Vegas coded. That it would be orange and glittery.
So do you think she's coming to the Sphere?
Absolutely she is. She hasn't announced that yet, but I 1,000,000,000% believe that she's coming to the Sphere. She's going to have a residency. It's going to absolutely blow the top off of ticket prices for everything, and it's going to put an injection into that Vegas economy like they've never seen before. It's going to be crazy.
So if Taylor Swift, if the rumors are true, if she comes and takes over the Sphere, is she going to be at every show, or is it going to be a performance on screen where you can pay $200 with 30,000 or 5,000 screaming Swifties to experience a 3D immersive Taylor Swift doing a kind of recorded live performance in front of you, or is it her there every time, 3 times a day for the next 10 years? Because I don't know if she has that in her.
I would say kind of probably that one, but also
that one which?
The second one that it's...
So she's there?
It's recorded.
Okay. Recorded live experience of Taylor Swift.
But I would never say it's because she doesn't have it in her, because we just saw her go on probably the longest tour I've ever seen anyone go on.
Well, she has other things to do, though. You know what?
Like
the opportunity cost of not being able to go to Tokyo. You know,
exactly. She's getting married. She's doing things. But all I'm saying is I would never like count her out for being like, oh, she doesn't want to do that or interact with her fans, because she just went on a 250-date tour for 3 hours a night.
Where Vegas is able to land a Taylor Swift or a Britney Spears for 2 or 3 years straight is because it gives them a home.
Kelly Clarkson.
You do 2 shows.
Lady Gaga.
2 to 3 nights a week.
Celine Dion.
Let me finish.
I'm just saying.
You can do 3 nights a week, 2 shows a day. You get 6 shows at the same location, no trucks, no costs. Everybody comes to you. You can have a home life. You can raise a kid. You can get married. You can have a central location. And if you're doing it 3 days a week, you still have 4 days a week to tour. And you're within driving distance or a quick flight, 30-minute flight to LA. So if
or
she...
Kansas City, if that happens to be your thing.
So she's psyched up about this. So if she did do that, she could do 3 nights a week and still have a full, enriching life, where if she's traveling the world, she can't do all those things.
Right.
Totally. That's interesting.
So I think that would be my thing, is like I definitely think that Taylor Swift is coming to the Sphere in some aspect. Maybe, like you said, maybe it's a pre-recorded thing, or maybe it's a physical thing, but I think that as far as we're looking at like Vegas being revived, I think a big part of that is, I'd be willing to bet Taylor Swift is part of that rebranding. Okay. And it's coming.
So for my last item,
okay,
the Hardrock. the Seminole tribe of Florida has made a ton of money getting into sports betting and just doing a lot of stuff. They bought the Mirage in Vegas, which you know.
Yeah.
So they're essentially taking down the Mirage. They take down the volcano, all of that.
Yeah.
And so the Mirage closed after 34 years on July 17th, 2024. It's making a dramatic transformation. There's demolition, construction, and they're making their way to put a hard rock theme, including the guitar-style casino. So it's going to be one of those old school kind of themed resorts, which we haven't been doing much of lately. Everything is aria and things of the sort.
Very sterile, yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited to see how that turns out. And with the Mirage coming down and Hardrock coming in, I think that's fun to see a more themed resort coming back to Vegas, and maybe that will inspire some more creativity, because you can only have so many kind of bland luxury resorts that are glass skyscrapers.
I totally agree.
All right.
Totally agree.
Any others?
No, I'm excited for that. That sounds really, really fun. I hope maybe the Seminole Tribe and Hardrock will come up with something that kind of rivals maybe the old like show, you know, because I think that's a big part of Vegas is like having like a fun show at night. That would be fun. I would like to see that.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, and I like. It's unfortunate that the Excaliburs and Circuses are all falling out of favor and coming into ill repair. Mm-hmm. You know, and the ones that do remain, they've kind of taken away the theme.
Yeah.
The Luxor used to be King Tut's tomb, and it had like a grotto and thing. But now you go in and you see a Starbucks and you see different things that have nothing to do with the theme. So hopefully Las Vegas with the Hard Rock will get back to the idea of themed resorts, because that has its own perks in its own way.
Yeah. I like to see that. Even if it's just like a late show on the guitar or like something cool, like that would make me happy, rather than just being like a sterile, like, we're gonna make this the aria. We're gonna make this a nice resort. I don't want that. I want fun. I want kitschy. I want Vegas. Yeah.
All right, folks, so go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell for all notifications. Apparently, you can also turn on notifications for YouTube to where you get an email notification, not just a little pop-up when you log into YouTube. So if you can do that, click that like button and go ahead and leave us some comments. What would you like to see coming up to Vegas? What do you enjoy when you're there? And what should we talk about next? We do appreciate that. Amy, any parting words?
No, I love it. You want to see Taylor Swift, Elon Musk? Who knows? Put them against each other. Let's go.
Thanks for watching, and adios, amigos.